for joining me again today for another process video for my Project Live Monday video series. So for today I've got week 29 for you, and I'm mainly going to be using a Studio Calico documenter kit from June 2016 called Scout, and also a bunch of Ali Edwards stamps and story kits as well. So the first thing you're going to be doing here is I'm just creating my title card, and I am using a 4x6 journaling card from the Craft story kit from Ali Edwards. And so this is a relatively old story kit, but I still have a few cards left in my stash, and I thought, it's quite meaningful saying, make you laugh. So I think it's pretty cool. So I thought I'd just use this as a base, and then I cut up a 4x6 journaling card, just a blank journaling card from Project Live, Becky Higgins' Project Live. And so I cut it up, I left the rounded corner, and now I'm just adding the numbers, so the 2 and 9 representing, week 29. And I'm also using the alphabet stickers, which are, so those, the 2 and 9 are from alpha stickers from Ali Edwards as well, and the color I believe is called Cannon Beige. So essentially a cream colored kind of number stickers. And I also used my roller date stamp to stamp the dates using my VersaFine black ink as well. And now I'm just choosing a bunch of cards to use with this week spread. And I think what you'll notice soon is that I don't have that many photos for this week. I normally have quite a few. I normally have 4 3x4 photos, and either 7 or 8 4x6 photo. This week I only have 2 3x4 photos and 6 4x6 photos. So I'm going to be supplementing that with a bunch of, decorative cards. And so what you saw me doing just then, I just cut up a kind of half a journaling card, which is in the documenter kit. And so I used it previously on another page, and so I decided to just kind of reuse this card and cut that in half, and then adhere those strips on the top and the bottom of a blank journaling card, which is from Becky Higgins' Project Live. And I also stuck down that chipboard star, which is from the Studio Calico kit as well. And now I'm just adding some journaling. What I was doing, I was talking about the photo which is going underneath the that journaling card. I was talking about the getting my hair done and what I normally get done, and I guess how fun and always comforting, and not so comforting but pampering you feel, I guess, every time you get your hair done. So it's kind of nice. And now I am adding I'm stamping directly onto this photo, and I'm using the stamp which is from the Stuff Story stamp from Ali Edwards, and I'm using these days on black ink to stamp directly onto the photo. For some of you who asked me, how is it, stamping directly on the photo, because I use a Canon selfie to print my photos, the photo paper tend to be quite slippery. So sometimes it's a little bit difficult to make sure that it's, your stamp image is clean and quite precise. The trick, I'd say, to get a crisper image is just go slow. Make sure that you kind of go down slowly, and you anchor your hands on the floor, on the kind of surface, so that you don't move around when it's when you hit the surface of the photo, it doesn't kind of move around as much. That would be my trick. But that always doesn't always work, obviously. Sometimes your hands still move, and sometimes you just have to be okay with things not being perfect, to be honest. And now I am just using a blank 304 journaling card from, once again, Project Live. I am just adding that stamp image, which is from the Believe Story stamp, Ali Edwards' Believe Story stamp. And I'm using the red ink, which is from Memento Luxe ink, and it's called Love Letter. That's essentially my go-to red ink, to be honest. I don't I don't have, I mean, I have quite a few ink pads, but I tend to just use, you know, a few colors, which are kind of essentially just in a drawer next to my table. And I also stamp another image there which says totally loving this, also from the Believe story stamp as well. And I use the VersaFine black ink. And now I'm just doing some journaling, talking about the brunch that we went to. What did I say? So I said, you know, we had toasted cheese and ham and cheese croissant, and also a French toast. So that was good. And now I'm just adding a piece of chipboard here, which is from a Studio Calico document again. I'm not sure which one it's from, but it's from one of the older ones, I think. And now I'm just choosing a piece of chipboard to go on the top of that photo, and I'm just going to be adding some journaling, just something short. So what did I say? I essentially said we went to see my hairdresser, and I got a haircut, and also the roots done as well. Now moving on to the right side of this spread. And what am I doing first? The first thing I'm doing here is I'm choosing a 4x6, essentially a decorative card, to be honest, and to go in that 4x6 spot there. And I decided to choose this 4x6 card, which is from a Week in the Life kit. I believe it's from the current year's kit. And I didn't use any of those kind of Monday to Sunday cards, so I decided to just use this here. And I'm also going to be using a strip of washi tape, which is from the documentary kit, from the Studio Calico documentary kit as well. Now, I tried to just kind of add the washi tape directly on top of that card, but I couldn't, I found it difficult to see, so I decided to just add onto a white piece of cardstock, and then just cut that up and add it, you know, just using some rolling adhesive to adhere that to the card. And the next thing I'm doing here is I'm just adding a stamp image, and I'm not sure why the camera is going a little bit blurry. I'm very sorry about this. So I stamped directly onto the photo here, and the stamp is actually from the Studio Calico Documenter kit. And I decided to just add my journaling directly onto the photo, as you could see just then. And I capitalized all the letters just to add something different, and I used my VersaFine black ink. Not VersaFine, sorry. I used the a Sharpie black pen there. And now I'm just picking out a bunch of kind of die cut pieces, which are from the Hip Kit Club's August scrapbook kit. And these die cut pieces are actually from the kit, but it's actually the Amy Tangerine's branded one. So it's her die cut pack. I think you get a bunch of them, and they're really, really pretty. So I decided to just add, you know, these flowers, die cut pieces just on the side, just kind of to frame the photo there, because there's a bit of blank space, and I already done, I guess I don't have any more journaling to do, so I decided to just add a little bit kind of framing using those flowers there. And the next thing you see me doing here is I'm just choosing some 3x4 journaling cards to go on those 3 spots. And I decided, actually I'm just going through the Documenter kit from Studio Calico just to see, you know, which one I want to go for. And I decided to choose this one, which is from the kit, but it's essentially a craft coloured 3x4 journaling card, and you get I think you get 10 or 15 of them of exactly the same one, and the top says overheard. And what I'm planning to do here is I'm planning to stamp the word Cobb Lane, and the reason that name is actually the cafe that we went to that day for afternoon tea. I'm so sorry for the camera going a little bit crazy there. I'm not really sure why the focus is kind of not doing too well. I think it's a bit better now, isn't it? So I'm just stamping the word Cop Lane, and I'm using the Memento Luxe ink, and the color itself is actually called Love Letter. It's the same color that I've used earlier. And I'm using these alphabet stamps, which are from Calico, and I believe the name of the stamp itself is actually called Shoreditch. And I'm just kind of stamping the word Cop Lane. I decided to go with the first B to, go backwards, and then, the other one going forward, and add a few, other bits and pieces. And yeah, that is essentially it for that card. And now I'm just going back to that die cut pack from Amy Tangerine, and I decided to use essentially a blank 304 journaling card from the hip kit from Studio Calico, and I used that die cut piece, which is from the Amy Tan, and also going to be stamped directly on top of that image there, that die cut piece. And I'm stamping the phrase "Life is good." And I'm just testing a bunch of colours. I decided to go with this Memento Luxe ink, and it's called Grey. The colour is called Grey Flannel. And then I'm just adding some journaling directly onto that card. What did I say? Essentially, I said we were having brunch at a cafe called Poor Kids, and that was awesome. We had some porridge, and also, what did we have? We had a dish which is called Google It, so that was pretty cool, and 2 coffees, and that was great. And I want to decorate this photo, and I believe I'm gonna go for a bunch of word phrase stickers. So the first one I'm doing here is I'm just cutting out this kind of strip of phrase, which is from the Magic Story Kit, from Ellie Wood's Magic Story Kit. And it's essentially perforated, but it's not easily kind of pull apart. So I decided to just use my scissors and then just kind of chop it up. And now I'm just sticking that down using my rolling adhesive. And I'm also going to be picking another word phrase sticker, which is from the Stuff Story Kit. And so it says, "Love this. The right here is magic." This right here is magic, sorry. And now I'm choosing another decorative card from the kit. I'm just seeing which one I want. I decided to go with this one. I said, "You're sorts of lovely. You're all sorts of lovely." And I decided to add some washi tape, which came in the kit as well, just on top, and on the bottom just add a puff of colour. So that is cutting off the excess there, and that is essentially it. Thank you guys for joining me again today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed it. If you want YouTube to let you know when my next video comes out, please subscribe, and here's some close up, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya, bye!